everyone, let's quickly talk about the best apps to edit your YouTube videos on a phone or tablet and why some options just don't fit every creator. I'm going to run through a dozen popular editors you've likely seen, give you the real tea on their performance, and show you why Vizard is a game changer for repurposing. First up is Filmmaker Pro, which is a really solid choice if you want to maintain manual control while editing on your mobile device. It lets you handle complex transitions, audio fades, and playback speed tweaks without making you feel completely overwhelmed by the interface. The best part is that it doesn't limit your number of projects, which is perfect if you are someone who uploads content frequently. However, the user interface can feel a bit dated, and it doesn't automatically hunt for your best highlights in a long piece of footage. Next is Filmora Go, which is a cross-platform favorite that comes absolutely packed with stickers, filters, and a decent music library. The timeline is super approachable, making it very easy to layer background music tracks under your voiceovers. It is great for quick edits, but it definitely expects you to do all the heavy lifting when it comes to finding your own viral clips. Movavi is up next, and it is a more traditional editor that supports almost every video format you can possibly imagine. It is honestly super convenient for quickly trimming segments or even managing audio files if you need to create custom ringtones. The catch is that Movavi is quite broad, meaning it does a lot of things well, but lacks specialized automation for long-form content. Then we have LumaFusion, which is basically the pro-level editor that journalists and filmmakers swear by for serious mobile work. It handles multi-track editing and even 4K footage perfectly, provided you pair it with an external drive for extra space. The learning curve is definitely steep, but for creators needing granular control over every frame, it is absolutely fantastic. But for people wanting to turn massive amounts of long footage into quick snippets, this tool is really just overkill. CapCut has absolutely exploded in popularity, especially among creators on TikTok who want that fast, trendy, and polished vibe. It is free, incredibly approachable, and packed with music and effects that you can actually use without worrying about licenses. The limitation is that it is strictly a clip-by-clip editor, meaning you still have to manually find the magic moments yourself. CapCut is amazing for styling your content, but it will not do the heavy lifting of discovery or scheduling for you. VivaVideo has been around forever and is really friendly for casual creators who just want basic trimming and some selfie filters. The downside is that it really pushes in-app purchases and watermarks unless you commit to paying for the premium version. For serious creators who are juggling big content calendars, it is just not built to scale the way you need it to. Adobe Premiere Rush brings some of that industry standard power to mobile with excellent color tools and motion templates. It is wonderful if you are already in the Adobe ecosystem because you can easily transition to their desktop software later. That said, it is still a very hands-on editor that doesn't auto-detect highlights or handle your cross-platform scheduling. InShot is the no-fuss app that I always recommend to people who just want to quickly stitch clips and add some music. It is practically perfect for creating quick Instagram reels or YouTube shorts when you don't need too many bells and whistles. But again, if you are drowning in hours of raw, long-form footage, this app expects you to know exactly where the highlights are hidden. Splice is another favorite among creators who really want that desktop-like experience while they are working on their phones. The touchscreen interface is honestly quite legit, and the audio options are surprisingly solid for a mobile tool. However, Splice is fundamentally an editing tool, not a platform for automation or repurposing your long-form videos. Vimeo Create is interesting because it isn't just about hosting. It helps you build polished videos with great templates. It is excellent for businesses looking for a professional presentation rather than just a casual, quick social clip. What it doesn't do is take your 3-hour podcast recording and turn it into 20 ready-to-post social clips on a schedule. Adobe Express is super handy for slapping together quick templated social videos or letting the app auto-create content from images. It is perfect for fast, stylized content, but the automation is more about templates than intelligent content discovery. Last on the list is VideoShop, which is simple, quick, and packed with basic transitions for fast edits. It is great if you want to record, edit, and export a clip immediately, but it really lacks the power for scaling content. So that is the roundup of apps, and each one is a solid fit depending on whether you need pro-level precision or trend-heavy styling. But here is the thing that most lists skip. The biggest bottleneck isn't the filters or the color tools. It is your time and discoverability. If you make long-form content, the real pain is spending hours combing through footage to find those 30-second moments that actually go viral. This is exactly where Vizard comes into play, and why I have been telling so many creators to give it a try. Instead of manually scrubbing through raw footage for hours, Vizard automatically analyzes your long videos to find high engagement moments. It acts more like an automation layer that creates ready-to-post clips for you without the manual headache. Imagine uploading a long stream and getting back a set of polished clips that are already optimized for social media. The first thing that makes Vizard stand out is its smart clip discovery that finds energy spikes and major topic shifts automatically. It surfaces moments you might have otherwise missed, effectively finding the gold hidden in hours of your footage. Second, the auto-schedule feature is a total lifesaver if you are trying to stay consistent with your content strategy. You can decide your own cadence, like 3 posts a week, and Vizard will queue them up and publish across your socials. Consistency is honestly half the battle when you are building an audience, and this makes it completely effortless. Third, the content calendar lets you manage, tweak, and approve clips all in one central place before they go live. Compare that to constantly hopping between different apps and your phone's calendar to try and stay on top of things. Now, I am not saying Vizard replaces those other editors if you have a very specific cinematic project to color grade. If you want to do frame-by-frame edits, LumaFusion or Premiere Rush are still absolutely your jam for that level of detail. But for creators whose main problem is having too much long footage and not enough time, Vizard is the missing link. It complements those editors perfectly. Let Vizard find the clips, then pull them into another app if you want extra effects. The apps like Filmora and CapCut give you great effects, but they are reactive because they assume you already have the clip. Vizard sits upstream of those tools. It extracts and organizes the content, and then you finish it up with your favorite effects. So, if you are a creator who posts podcasts, live streams, or long-form vlogs, you really need to try this for scaling. It is not a magic wand that removes all creative work, but it turns discovery and scheduling into a seamless workflow. Alright, that is the lowdown on the best tools to help you manage your content creation journey this year. If you want, I can make a follow-up showing the exact workflow of uploading a stream and finishing it in an external app. Just drop a comment if you want that deep dive, or tell me which of these apps you already use the most. I will tailor the next video to whatever pains you the most, so let me know, and I will catch you later.